Hey guys, and welcome back to Sorry Plays Minecraft. It's been a while since I've made an episode, and that's mainly due to school and everything. I'm gonna try my best to upload once a week, but I can't promise that. It partly due to work and everything, but partly just to sometimes I'm just not in the mood. Like yesterday, I had an inset day because it was a teacher training day, so we didn't have school. Let me just turn this down. But even though I had the whole day to do nothing, and I'd planned to do lots of recording, I kind of just felt that I just wanted to relax and just catch up on sleep, because school is really a lot of work. So yeah, this is I'm gonna do my best, okay? That is a promise. This is the end farm. It's not as effective as I want it to be. I'm thinking of changing the design to clinking happies, but I like the look of it. Obviously there's going to be lots more. There's going to be walls and everything like that. So yeah, let me just grab all these ender pearls. I'm going to take as much back as possible because I use them a lot. So yeah. So far we've just got this little walkway up here. I would normally cut this, but there's something I want to show you, which I'm pretty proud of. It's not finished, but it took a lot of work. So yeah, I'm gonna look down so you can't, no spoilers. But yeah, this episode is just mainly going to be showing you what I've done since you last saw an episode of this. Mainly, that's pretty much it. Oh, there's an enderman there. Oh, there's water. Let's turn the sound back up, because voila! As I said, it's not finished, but this is one of the things I've been working on. You can't really see it too well. Here we have the obsidian farm design that is on the Affinity server that Old came up with. I don't know whether anyone else came up with it before him, but he's the person that I saw it from and decided I want to build that. So yeah, well, that was a pretty sweet idea. But yeah, this whole thing is going to be our end hub. It has no purpose whatsoever except to look cool. As you can see, it took a lot of resources and a lot of work, and it's still not done. I plan on having 6 obsidian pillar type things around the edge, which is why I'm farming obsidian. I'm going to take the majority of these ones down, and then I'm thinking of having like a grass hillside here, and then turning this into like either a floating island or something floating. We're going to have loads of glowstone lamps or redstone lamps and stuff like that, and I think it's going to be cool. But it is going to take a lot of work. I sort of got this bit done and sort of decided that I wanted to move on to other things. So I think for now this is what it will look like for quite a while. But yeah, I think it will look pretty good, and I think it will be a cool project to work on. Okay, so then all the hoppers feed into this chest. Before I go, can I pearl up high enough? First time, that was pretty good. So yeah, as you can see, it is a fox cradling this sort of main circle thing. It was actually based off the design of the Mozilla Firefox logo, and I thought that was pretty good, and I liked it. So yeah, that's what that is. I like this design. This has cobblestone stairs and gravel, and I think it just gives it a nice texture. Yeah, that's pretty much all to show you from here. I overshot that. Alright, Right, there we go. So yeah, let's head on through back to the overworld. Okay, so as you can see, not much has changed, I don't think, since the last episode. However, one of the things that I had to do was I had to move this whole witch farm up by one because it was on the wrong perimeters. For some reason, I think zombies are spawning on these stairs and walking off, so I might have to change these to half slabs or something that they can't spawn on. They're also spawning on these stairs around here, so we need to get it to a point where the outside is light enough so mobs don't spawn. However, the inside here is on these two platforms is dark enough that witches can spawn. But as you can see, it's been working quite a bit. I've used up quite a lot of the resources. But yeah, it was pretty annoying. As you can see, I've changed the design because I thought if I'm going to have to rebuild it all and move it up one, I might as well make it fit in with the rest of the thing. So rather than stone bricks, we have nether brick and normal stone. Yeah, I don't know whether this door was in last time I saw it. Yep, you heard witches are going. It's going to have them on all the sides. I have temporary pumpkin farms here because I need it all to light up, and I haven't lit up the whole spawn chunk yet, but I still need to. This has still been working. We've got loads of the gold blocks and everything, not gold blocks, iron blocks and everything over here, and that has been quite successful. We've got that many so far. We used quite a lot for the beacons up there. Oh, I went and got the dragon egg from the end, just so we knew that where that is. This is my ender pearl chests, because I love ender pearls. When this gets full up, we will turn all this into TNT. I made a chicken farm just to get the eggs, and then I killed all the chickens. Over here, we have... That was a pretty good shot. We have... Down here is my strip mine. It's not finished because nothing in this world is finished yet. At the moment, everything's just half-done projects. I don't know whether I've shown this before, but this is like these cave systems, and then this got blown up by a creeper, but this is gonna be... Let me just take this ladder and put it there. This is going to be an ender pearl elevator type thing. Yeah, it's not lit up very well. Let's get that creeper more than anything. These guys. Is that everyone? Creepers and stuff can still spawn down here, so let's make sure there's none. Okay, basically this is the beginning of a strip mine. I've done some strip mining, as you can see, those two, and then the end one here. And that's been pretty decent. I've got some supplies up there which we can fortune in a minute. I see. Is that an invisible? No, he's not invisible. So yeah, lots of incomplete things everywhere. I'll quickly head over to the skeleton farm that I made, so I'll see you over there. Okay, so over here, down here we have a skeleton spawner that I found ages ago, and this was before the Enderman farm was done. I just used this to enchant everything. Here's the spawner. It leads under there, comes up across to here, and they fall down into here. This is Mumbo Jumbo's mob thingy design. So yeah, that's pretty good. I've been using this quite a lot. So these are all for when I need to enchant boots. Just add all those onto it. This is preparing for a sword. This I just need a Fire Aspect 2 book. We've got more if we need another bow, which I need to repair this soon. That is for just yeah. And these are all the other ones that I haven't used yet. This is all the leather stuff. There's some iron, but iron's actually quite rare on skeletons. Here we have some potions, gold armor. There's more in here. Bones and arrows, even though I won't be using arrows that much. This is probably my favourite thing about using this spawner. Look at all that chain armor. Yeah, chain's pretty awesome. In here we have the decent bows, so yeah, one sec, my mouse has run out of batteries. Yay! Okay, back to what I was saying. Yeah, these are all bows that I got purely off of skeletons. Imagine these. I would not want to come up against these guys in the wild. Like look at that. That is just deadly. Where's a power 3 bow? Alright. We want one with more. Alright, this will be good. Right, let's quickly fix Elena Sa. Okay, maybe not. Oh, that's definitely too expensive. Yeah, I will fix that. I'll repair that later. But just look at some of these bows. They are completely and utterly ridiculous. And any skeleton carrying them, I hate you. We also have this similar to Etho's design of chest storage, which is pretty cool. I like it. It appears to be nighttime. Oh, did I seriously just fall down? Let's quickly go sleep. Hush, little cyanide, don't say a word. Daddy's gonna buy you a mockingbird. Yeah. There's one last thing that I want to show you over in this direction, so I will see you there. Okay, so here is my ice tray. It is outside the spawn chunks, unfortunately, which means it will not always automatically freeze over, but it's not too far to come and fix it. I'm having problems with my mouse, and I don't think that it's actually running out of battery. I think it's just being a bully. It's really actually fucking annoying. So I shall once again go get more batteries and be right back. Okay, so I can't remember what I was saying, but yeah, this is an ice tray. We have this pressure plate here. Will puts the water up and down, so that when we go into that, it will be like that, so we can harvest it without the water continually flowing and getting in our way. The only downside is that ice does go along the sides. It gets pushed up, but it's not too bad, to be honest. We've got quite a bit of ice so far. I think it's a 64 by 64, which translates to an extortionate amount of ice in one collection. So we won't be using it too often, especially seeing as there are only so many times you need to harvest ice, use ice. I think that is pretty much it for today. We haven't done anything new, but I have shown you what I've been doing while I've been on hiatus, I guess you could say. Kind of hiatus. Just waiting for everything to load. Let's refresh everything before we leave. So yeah, I'm going to try and keep these episodes quite about 15 to 20 minutes, because that has been suggested to me as a decent length for everyone to watch. I'll try and release one episode a week at least. Borderlands is still being a thing. I'm just trying to make it so I have higher FPS and it's all better. My audio quality isn't as good as I want it to be because I have to play around with things and I don't have time to do that. So yes, my videos are going to be as they are, so deal with it. But I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Actually, one thing quickly before you go. I named a lot of my tools. So we have this here, our work pick, is Nobody Puts Baby in the Corner. We have Elena Saar, you know that. This is Hunter and Gatherer. We have Sitz Pinkler, the Silk Touch pick. Somewhere, actually I think it's over here. And then our fortune is Camilo the Magician. So if any of you get any of those references, oh yeah, and then we have Skeleton Keyblade. If you get those references, I love your face. And bye. Bye.